Hey everybody, Nick Ponte from nickponte.com. Today I'm going to talk all about keyword research. Now a lot of you know that I'm super passionate about search engine optimization, SEO, and I know how to find those low-hanging fruit type keywords, the ones that have low competitiveness to them, but also get a lot of search volume. So I'm going to show you how I do my keyword research today, and I think you're really going to love it because it's easy to do and super profitable. So follow me. Okay, so welcome to my computer. Now I am going to share with you guys how I'm doing that keyword research. So let's just call this Keyword Research 101, right? This is gonna be basic, but very relevant and effective. So this is for everybody, anybody. If you're new to keyword research, if you have experience in keyword research, I'm gonna show you some tools that I use, some things that are gonna make keyword research a lot easier for you. So it doesn't really matter what level you're at, but I am gonna go through the basic form of it. So I want to give people and make sure that we're on the same page, right? You know what a keyword is. A keyword is something that you would type into Google looking for a particular service or a business or anything. Anything you type into Google really is a keyword. So like, let's just say I am looking for roofer. And because I live on Maui, I would probably type in roofer on Maui, right? So this is a keyword. That's a keyword. So that is something that if you were a roofer, you would want your website to come up at the top of Google for. So if somebody were to type this into Google, you'd want to be number one, right? You want to be, these are ads, you want to be this guy, Maui Roofing and Exterior, or you want to be the guy in this place, but in this case it's Yelp. So this second place is Yelp, and Maui Roofing Contractor looks to be the first business who is an actual business, local business, that's ranking organically in the top of Google. Now, this guy should be outranking Yelp. He should want to do that because I would be willing to bet that there are people on Maui that are looking for roofers and they are searching in Google for this term. Now, to me, just looking at this top 10 organic ranking here, it looks like there's a lot of room for somebody to come in and throw their weight around, like an SEO. Now, this could be a niche that I would want to get into and do some lead generation to, and maybe sell the leads to roofing clients. I could totally do that. I would maybe do that if I had enough time. I do it in other industries, and I'm just going to show you how I find these terms that have traffic going to them, and I want to start ranking for in the event of possibly wanting to run a lead gen business where I sell leads like I just mentioned to you, or B, having a roofing client that wants me to build them a website and start to pay me month after month to do search engine optimization for them. So if I'm doing search engine optimization for somebody, I want to know which terms are profitable for my client to rank for. And in order to rank for those terms, first I have to uncover what they are. So I'm going to share with you how I uncover those things today in no particular order. I'm just going to give you a bunch of ways that I do that. And actually, we can start right here on this first page. So the first tool that I want to share with you is called Related Keywords, and it's over here on the right-hand side of my screen. You can see it. Now, normally, this isn't something that is on the Google page, right? This is something that's added there by an extension in Google Chrome, and I have it here. It's called Keywords Everywhere. It's free. You can find it in Google, of course. All you have to type in is Keywords Everywhere tool, and it'll come up. And you can download it, it's free. And what it does is it shows you how competitive terms are. So because I typed in roofer on Maui, you can see that it suggested these related terms. And so it's saying this number one term, right? Advanced roofing solutions, that's the keyword, as you can see. And the volume it gets is 210 monthly US visitors. The CPC is the cost per click. That means this is the price that Google is saying an ad, they will charge per click if you're running advertising to somebody who's going after this term. So, for example, these three spaces here, these are all ads, right? You see how it says ad on the left, ad, ad, ad. So if somebody were to click on this, that means that they would have to pay Google because somebody clicked on their ad. Now, this page here, that would mean that they are showing an ad for the term roofer on Maui. Now this term, based on how competitive it is, how the industry is, how price and the GDP of the industry that this is, that's how Google comes up with their CPC, their cost per click. So you can always ask, if you have more questions, I want to encourage you to always ask the Google how to get your answers, right? So how does Google get their CPC? Get familiar with this. Get good at searching through Google because it has all the answers you need. Anytime you can ask anybody a question, you can always just ask Google. You don't need to ask anyone anything. And I want anybody that watches this channel to definitely know that and get very used to. And the better you get at Google searching, the easier time you will have doing anything. This is an example of how Google comes up with their cost per click. I'm not going to go into it, but you should read it if you have any question on it. Now, I want to come back to this roofer on Maui keyword. The last column in this tool that I shared with you is competition. So basically, it's a 0.36 score out of 10, I believe. 10 being the highest and 0 being the lowest. Now, if you want more information on how this tool ranks and works, you can always go to this page and see it all here. But what I use this tool for is I like to, if I'm going for a term or I'm working for a client, and let's just, for the sake of this video, let's just continue on with the roofer. I want you to hypothetically think that I have a roofing client. I actually do have a roofing client, but I want you to follow me here and follow me in the fact that, or in the way that I have a roofing client and I want to do some keyword research for them so I can do some SEO. So the first place to start is just generally, I received a $97 payment. Digital marketing. What a awesome way to make money. The first place to start is to, you have a topic, whether it's roofing, plumbing, you're selling watches, you're selling handbags, you're selling art, you have a root or a seed term, right? That's where you're gonna start. You're always gonna start there. So let's talk about the seed term, right? Number one, seed term. Roofing. So if you're ever searching for keywords that are related to a business locally, which is what I do a lot of the time, you're always going to add a geographical location, right? So for me, I'm in Maui. So it's going to be roofing plus geographical location. So if you're in Denver, you put Denver. If you're in Miami, you put Miami. It doesn't matter. But that's how you're going to search for local keywords and find which ones are most profitable in your area. You just add your location. So if it's roofing Miami, you would put roofing Miami, and that would be your seed keyword. And that's where you're going to start, right? So you can see, for me, I put roof. Let's just go to roofing Maui. That's my most competitive term, probably. That'd be my best guess. For anybody that's trying to sell roofing services on Maui, this is probably the most competitive term. Probably the most people are ranking for this term, because the reason is because the most people that need help with their roofs, this is probably what they're typing into Google, right? They're not typing roofing Maui, metal, shingles that are 5 years old. So this is called a long tail keyword, and people do search for this stuff, but I can tell you right now that this is much less traffic, because it's less likely that someone's going to search for this exact long keyword rather than someone just searching for roofing Maui. There are a lot more people that are going to search for roofing Maui than this. But since there are not a lot of people that are probably ranking for this, this could be an easy way for you to rank. So what we want to do is uncover these long-tailed keywords, and that's the next thing we want to talk about, is uncovering long-tail keywords that get traffic but have low competition. So that's really important. You want to make sure that you can uncover these terms that have low competition but get traffic, because if you can do that, then you can start to rank. And the more terms that you rank for these lower competition terms, the more it is going to help build your website up to be ranked for the more competitive terms. So Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So if this is my main search term, right? This is roofer. It's my main search term, right? Seed term, most competitive term here. This is the one that everyone's ranking for because it has the most traffic. And you can see on your keyword research that, you know, when you Google search roofing Maui, there are a lot of people in the top 10 here, and they're all trying to rank for that term. The way that you would rank for this term is obviously we need to start putting content on our website that's talking about roofing on Maui. But you could also create pages, smaller pages. This is a page, this is a page, and this is a page. And what you want to do is you want to make this page, the first page. Let's talk about something else to do with roofing on Maui, right? So another competitive term, and this is why we're going to do keyword research. So another competitive term, you can see with this tool here, we have a competitive term here. It's called metal roofing Maui. It's got 10 people per month, and it's not very competitive. So this could be a term that we could rank for quickly if we started to go after it, and there is some search volume. Some, not a whole lot, but that means that if we were to rank metal roofing on Maui, this would just be another page on our website that would help to support this search term. And I'm going to go over this more in a little bit. So let's find two more terms that are relevant to roofing on Maui. So you can see down here at the bottom, this is another thing that you can do. So anytime you do a search in Google, at the very bottom of the page, Google's going to give you a searches related to roofing. Now this isn't anything to do with the extension. This here in the right hand column is. It gives you some more stats on these keywords. That's why I love this tool, because it just gives you so much data on what you're trying to rank for. But so this is another term right here, right? Maui roofing Kihei, tops roofing on Maui. So you can see that there are 30 people per month going to that page. So that would be another great term to rank for, right? Less competitive, relevant to roofing. So let's make this page about tops roofing. And then let's just say that we found another term for this one, and we'll say in Maui, right? So another longer tail term, not really long. So the way that this works, the way that the keyword and SEO works is each page of your website, if these are all pages, if this is a page, if this is a page, if this is a page, and this is your home page, and they are all about, the main thing that you want to do is sell roofing services on your home page. Well, when Google looks at this website, all of the other 3 pages that are on this website outside of the main homepage, these would have to be about roofing in one way or another for this website to be relevant for roofing, right? So you see where I'm going here? So what we do is we start to build up these inner pages. We start to rank. This page will be about metal roofing on Maui because we know people are looking for it. There is a little bit of search volume, but they're not that competitive. Now you're going to build a page that's going to be talking about metal roofing on Maui. You don't have to get too carried away with it, but if you put 500 words of written content about metal roofing on Maui on that one page, and you make sure that you have some proper on-page optimization. If you want more information on on-page optimization, I'll add a link below this video. But basically, if you do that, and then you build another page that says it's about tops roofing on Maui, whatever that means. I don't know exactly what it means. But if you start to build that page in the same way, same amount of content, and the website has good on-page optimization. And by the way, on-page optimization is really easy to use or do as long as you have a checklist and a strategy and know how to do it. And the link that I'm going to share is going to show you how to do it. It's really easy to use or do. So the third page, again, roofing shingles Maui. So that's another term that gets a little bit of traffic, not too competitive. We could probably show up in the top 10 in Google pretty quickly for these terms. And so what Google's going to start to do is see that we're ranking now for these less competitive terms, but they're all relevant to the roofing industry, right? That must mean that this main page of this website has something to do with roofing, right? If all the written content on these 3 pages say things like roof, it says roof a bunch of times, there's pictures that have some metadata that's about roofing, then all this page, all the information that Google can see on this page is about roofing. Well, that's helping to support this foundation, this main website. So that's how keywords in their most basic form help to, why we go after them, why we uncover them, and why we set up pages or blog posts to really go after a specific term. So I want to give you a quick example, right? So if somebody in the Maui area, they're looking for SEO, right? They want to find somebody to do this for them. So what would they type into Google, right? They'd type in Maui SEO. So the first business that pops up is my business. The second business is my business. The third business is my business. These are all my website. Now, the reason that I do this is because I want all of the SEO clients to come to me. I want to have them hire me and pay me to do SEO for them. The best way to show somebody that you know how to do SEO is be the #1 ranking SEO in your area. I can guarantee you that you'll never have an easier way to sell SEO if you can show somebody that you know how to rank your own website. If you can't rank your own website, then you probably can't do SEO. It's a great way to apply leverage in your sales process. So maybe what you would want to do, if you're not already doing this, is create a website or a web page, right? We're going to do the same thing. SEO, right? So your website is about SEO. And it's actually going to be, and this is how I did it. This is exactly how I did it for my website, Maui SEO. That's the service that I wanted to optimize for, the most competitive term that I needed to rank for to get the most business. And then I created pages, right? I created inner pages all about SEO, different terms of SEO. I did instead of saying SEO, I went with search engine optimization on Maui. Easier term to rank for because there's not a lot of competition, right? And these are all terms that I researched and I went after, and I researched them how I showed you with keywords everywhere. And I have a couple other tools. I'm going to show you those in a second. But you want to build those supporting pages. So let's say your next page would be how to do SEO, or the third one would be best SEO company on Maui. So all these terms are relevant to the main topic of SEO, right? This is our main topic. And now that I built these pages to talk about these keywords, search engine optimization on Maui, and I start to rank for this term, it's going to help build up my main page, right? And once I start to rank for how to do SEO, it's going to help my main page. And this is getting pretty sloppy looking, but you get the idea, right? You get the idea. So another good way to get keywords is you just go down the list, right? You start with your seed keyword like roofing Maui, and then you hit export to CSV. You let the tool create a spreadsheet for you, and you start to build out the spreadsheet, right? You start to compile a list of search terms that make sense for you to go after. So another way to do it is when I want to add another layer on this, I do a seed keyword search for roofing Maui. Then I go to another tool, suval.com. And you could actually do your seed keyword, but I take these other terms, the ones that I found with keywords everywhere, like roofing materials Maui, and I start to type them in the box. And that's not a very good term. Let's try Maui roofing. So you can see what this tool is doing is the more letters you can type into this box, the more they are going to suggest. This is Google's auto suggest. The most popular term after that. So they rank it in order. So when you type in Maui roof, the most popular branch term off of that is Maui roofing. Next below that is Maui roofing company. Maui Contractor. So that's another term, right? Maui Contractor. I want to add that to my list. I copy it, I paste it, Maui Roofing Contractor. So Maui Roof Repair, that's another term. Let's go back to that. Let's save that. And so you just do this. Maui roof kihei. You can see that's another great term. So this tool, let the tool work for you. There are a lot of great tools out there, so you can compile this list, and that way you know what pages that you can add to your website. Now, looking back at our strategy here, I only showed you an example with 3 pages, right? But you can build pages to those pages as well. So what if we did this, right? What if we help these pages rank by building out a page, 2 pages for each page, right? And these are all even longer tail search terms that are about search engine optimization on Maui, right, for this example. And each one of these helps rank these supporting pages, which send this juice to this main topic that we're trying to rank for. All of the inner pages all help each other, and you want to make sure that you structure your website this way when you're trying to rank for terms, for different keywords. And so this is how I always do all of my keyword research. And you just spend some time here. You don't even need to spend a lot of time. Once you get the hang of this, you'll quickly find out what are the most profitable terms for your industry. You'll have a list that will help you to go after those pages, and you'll want to organize the list. So you want to have the second tier, like we'll call this the first tier, right? This one here. This is our first tier. This is our second. I got to get better writing with this mouse. This is the third, right? So our second tier, we want that to be the second most profitable and competitive search terms that we do our keyword research on. And the third, we want it to be the third most powerful, profitable, and competitive terms. So it goes from least to greatest, most difficult first, and we build up to that. And we send the power and the link juice up towards the main site by having these supporting, these easier pages to rank start to help the more difficult pages to rank. So I think I explained it well enough for you to help to understand what I'm talking about. And the last thing I want to share with you guys before I jump off here, it has to do with more on the on-page optimization. So I have another tool, and let's just take one of these websites in Google here. Let's take hawaiiroofing.com. So I'm not going to go too in. Oh, this site is currently unavailable. You guys, this is a great lead. Like if you can contact this guy and say, hey, your website is down and you're missing out on business, I'll build you a new website. This would be a great lead. I would contact this guy immediately. If you're watching this and you want to do a search to see if this guy has a website yet and he doesn't, find out what his phone number is and reach out to him. Look for him on social media, look for him in the yellow pages. Do some recon on this guy. He would make an excellent prospect. So let's move over to Maui Roofing Contractor. Okay, so this website looks pretty basic for the most part. They have a lot of written content about roofing, right? Because they want to rank for roofing. And as you can see, all the content, it talks about roofing. Shingles, old roof, fully licensed, bonded and insured company, trusting roofing authority. All the content is about roofing. Now, I have a tool that I use, and it's called SEO Minion. And you can see it at the top of the page here. It's also a free extension. And what you can do is you can run an on-page SEO checklist, and it'll tell you on what you need to change on this site to have better SEO. So if you want to do better SEO for your website or a client website, go ahead and download the SEO Minion extension. It's free, and it's a really, really great tool. This info that it has is really good. You don't have to know how to do on-page SEO, and it'll tell you what you need to do or fix. So whenever there's an issue, you can see there's a little exclamation point, and it says that the max characters is 60, and there are more than 60 here. And if you need to figure out how to change any of these things, that link to the on-page optimization course that I'm going to share with you, it's called the Local SEO Shark Academy. It's going to be below this video. So if you have more questions as to how to properly make these pages have better on-page SEO with the keywords that you research, go ahead and check that link out below this video. But if you guys have other ways to do keyword research, that's awesome. There are so many different ways to do it. There are a ton of tools out there. I could show you strategies for days. I'll probably put a few more out, but if you haven't done any yet, you should try this way. And if you've already done some, go ahead and check those tools out. And if you've gotten any sort of value at all out of this video, hit the like and the subscribe button below. And also don't forget to check the notification bell so you know when I put out more videos, because all the videos that I put out, they're all real world stuff, right? It's all in the trenches training that I do, that I give from my local marketing company here on Maui. And it's real. It's legit. You can see just on this call, I made 2 payments of $97, and these are all from local marketing clients. So eventually what you want to do is have these businesses paying you over time while you're doing other things like sleeping. And that's the best way to make money, while sleeping. So if you're not making money right now, passive income in your sleep, you need to get on it. And one of the ways that you can do that is to build an SEO company that ranks websites for local businesses. So again, if you got any value out of this and you have any questions, please post them in the comments below and like this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.